This is the Business of Leadership Series Minute with your host, the best-selling author of Don't Buy a Duck and founder of MarketingStrategyHero.com, Derek Champagne.
Jamie J on our program today. He is an awesome entrepreneur. He's got an amazing story, and he's a friend. Jamie, thanks for being with me today.
Oh my gosh, Derek, I'm so excited. Congratulations, 100. That is so cool.
Thank you so much. We'll talk more about some of your podcasts. You have Stop Riding the Pine podcast, which is awesome. I've had the opportunity to be a guest. I'm a fan. I listen to it. And you are you're a serial entrepreneur, and we'll talk about some of your businesses, but you founded Slapshot Studio in 2013. You've had a lifelong passion for sports of ice hockey, and with your ability to build websites, you put this amazing brand together, and you do so much more than just websites, and I'll let you share that. But you've had a really interesting past, even the way you grew up. So do me a favor. I'd love to hear from your voice. Tell me a little bit about kind of your background, where you came from, and some of the highlights to where you are today.
Oh my gosh. Again, you, man, I really respect what you do, and I love your demeanor, and thank you for having my girlfriend Sarah and I, taking us around and showing us a little bit about how beautiful Arkansas and Bentonville and all that stuff was. We had a real good time down there. So thank you so much.
We love you guys, but you know what? My kids do too. I remember we had lunch a couple months ago, and my son Eli at the end of it came up and gave you a big old hug. He didn't want you to.
Yeah, it was so awesome, man. I still have those pictures where he's photobombing. It was great.
That's great. That's awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. So So again, thank you and congratulations. 100 shows. That is amazing. I've been doing the podcasting for about 3.5 years now. We just recorded our 203rd episode. So we're really excited and just had fun with it. I love this medium. It's just fantastic. But to give you a little bit of background on who I am, I have a crazy upbringing. Everybody says, well, were you in the military? Were you a military brat? And I have not. I was not a military brat. But my father moved around so much. It's kind of crazy because someone asks, well, where are you from? And I have to break it down by decade. So, when I was a little kid, I was born in San Jose, California. But then I moved to a little town called Douglas, Alaska, just across the channel from Juneau, when I was, I think, 2 or 3, and lived there for until I was probably 12 or 13. Well, we moved to Fairbanks, and I actually lived, believe it or not, in a town called North Pole, Alaska.
Wow. So
and
you lived on the North Pole.
Well, it wasn't in the North Pole. It was actually southeast of Fairbanks, but they called it North Pole. Hey, Santa's shop is there, right? That's awesome. It was good. We would cross-country ski to the school bus stop, and it was great. I remember being an ice guard in the 6th grade. For lunch at the recess, I'd go out and skate on the rink there. Every single school has a rink, and the buses, oh my gosh, they're all 4x4s. They have ski racks on them. It's just wild. It's a different way to grow up, but I tell you, it was a blast. I loved it. From there, we moved to Colorado, where I went to junior high and my first year of high school. Moved to California from there, and lived in a place called Huntington Beach, right on the water. And my PE class was surfing. And then from there, I went back and really got into hockey and building ice rinks and stuff like that. Moved to Las Vegas, and oh my gosh. And here I am now in Missouri.
Derek Champagne here. Hey, if you're feeling isolated right now, if this health scare has got you working remotely or you're feeling uncertain, I want to invite you to check out my mastermind. Come join us. It's DerekChampagneMastermind.com.